3.1 ERA. And you talk about a strike thrower, he is that. Only 15 walks.
Doesn't throw hard. His first pitch 91 and grounded over to second by Henderson. Here's Adley Rutschman, Oriole designated hitter tonight with James McCann.
Rotate over the top of the rubber, a little bit of a sneaky fastball, and a really good splitter to go with.
Down and in. That splitter you mentioned. Looks to throw to left and right. There it is to the right hand. Back-to-back splitters. There's a 3-1 fastball ridden against the left-handed starter. And Imanaga's 3-2 fouled away. See his 7th pitch from this lefty, and Rutschman will foul it off again. Tucci that the Orioles seal out with Toronto. Hesitation in the motion, and Rutschman sees that fastball go through the zone for ball 4. So Adley has an 8-pitch walk in the first. Yesterday. Down and in, or so it seems.
Appearance of the hitter that's actually rising through the strike zone. That's what he likes.
And that one's torched. That ball is struck foul. Just out in front of the splitter. And Ryan drives the ball the other way here and foul again. Another ball hit hard, and this one is struck fair. Got a low splitter and just teed it up for a line drive in front of Ian Happ. Mountcastle with a 2-strike single, moving Rutschman to second. One out, here's Anthony. And there's a rare breaking ball. It's not close from Imanaga. And a great power season, though. And Santander gets a to pitch the Oriole.
And if you look at his strikeouts on the year, he's got 92 of them, but 48 of them have come.
2 on, 1 out. And a 3-1 fastball right to the inside edge. Still aboard. And a 3-2 fouled straight.
He ready for the splitter here.
He was. He fouled it away. And Miguel Amaya will not have a play. 22nd of the inning. And Santander's late on it. A splitter up and away for Imanaga's first strikeout.
Yeah, most of them kind of been middle of the plate. This one kind of starts on the outside edge and just pitch away.
And Jordan goes after another splitter, so he is not afraid to throw that split. Second on the team in slugging and OPS, and there's another splitter, 1 and 2. And Westberg's late on that fastball. Gunnar. Typically in Japan, Imanaga would get the inning. Runners go, and Westberg strikes out. Up and away, a couple of Ks in a lengthy first. Off of Corbin Burns. Austin Hayes first pitch swinging again, ground ball double play. And an RBI. Half last year. Hayes lofts a splitter down the line and left it out of play. 29 against Chicago. That ball's belted fair. Another hard hit ball for Austin. Turning around first, on his way to second. The throw is late. The left knee stays on the bag on a leadoff double for Hayes.
The bottom of the second inning, leadoff double.
Grayson Rodriguez is waiting impatient, firm. Mateo down to third. Morel, who has really struggled at third, a nice reaction to get it. Atlanta. Two 2-0 for Colton. Rodriguez has not surrendered his position. There's a fly ball into short right center for Nico Horner, the second baseman, and there are 2 down. Way up high to McCann. And McCann pops it up. Well, we'll keep our eyes on Grayson, but this inning is over. Hayes stranded after a leadoff double. Give the man some relief. Great thing to do on this July the 10th. And the Orioles hoping for a win here on this Shota Imanaga. 2 all-stars against each other. And a ball to strike.
Fastballs, which he typically does, and then he'll follow up with some nice splitters behind that.
Anderson looked like
3 innings of work.
Fastball popped him up. Happened, Crow Armstrong, and the center fielder drifts a ways away to make the catch. Teams in the AL East. Yankees right now lead 1-0 in. Inside to Rutschman DHing in the American League in just those 28 games. Job managing his innings behind the plate.
Yeah, back-to-back years, really.
Only 11th in innings caught because he DHs so much. Is jammed here. Dansby Swanson with a soft throw from short. 2 up, 2 down here in the third. For October. It's part of the reason they gave Corbin Burns in good shape when they get to the postseason.
You got a lot of time, your record, and when he probably will, you know, it could push him back to games 3, or maybe even games 3. He would start, I would think, game 1 after the break.
Strike to Matty, 2-2.
Weathered the storm. Had 3 rough starts in a row, but
slicing into right from Mountcastle. That's a base hit. And a 2-for-2 day for Ryan, who got sawed off and still put it inside the chalk. Here's Anthony. First pitch swinging. Santander is jammed. And Michael Busch will have room right into the camera. So Busch puts away Santander, and Imanaga was declared the winner. However, Relish is challenging. So we're going to wait to the replay review center to see if that call is confirmed. Jordan Westberg pops out to Nico Horner. But up a hit in every inning, a walk in the first. And he misses wide to Austin.
Starts. And he is 7-0 with a 1.61 ERA.
That ball powered in the air to left by Hayes. Ian Happ in front of the wall. The wrong ballpark. Here's Jorge Mateo. In the second. And Mateo grounds to third again. Christopher Morel on the run gets it. That is a 5-pitch inning for Imanaga, and it remains 2-0. Orioles 57-34. Trying to get back to the season high. Still ahead of last year's pace, though, and the Orioles won 101. Better record at this point in the season. He just struggle against them somewhat because his numbers again here as Kerstad was early in the year. Good problem to have as a team. Kerstad, O'Hearn, Mullins, Urias the bench today. On a pop there as Kaiser goes down on a splitter.
Right there. And he'll throw it against the lefties and the righties. And you can see a little bit different spin. But he very rarely misses up in the zone with it. He starts at the bottom third and works it towards the bottom.
Did you happen to catch the other? Pick Sam. Not to be confused with the great. He's quite a pitcher, Toothpick Sam. He led the National League in both. 1-2. Good take by McCann on that splitter. McCann lofts one off the end of the bat to left. Ian Happ coming over. That ball lands fair. Well, look at that.
Well, about time the Orioles started catching a few breaks here and there.
That hit off the netting, so it's a ground rule double for James.
2-strike base hit.
Let's check in with Mel.
Well, guys, we all know this. The heat has been pretty through it. So he said he was actually noticing taking his normal key to what you would normally do, but doesn't plan to be a heavy workload for the Orioles pregame.
In part because of the heat. Henderson actually wasn't on the field. Haven't seen a lot of that before. It's kind of like speed golf. Did he go? Yes, according to Mark Carlson, that's called at the plate. Maybe he did. Hard to tell from that angle, but very surprising it didn't at least go to third. We'll get a look. I'm surprised that's called at the plate. Imanaga, second of the inning. And a breaking ball inside to Adley. 1-1. Rutschman Crushes it to left. Ian Happ is there, and Happ will put it away. Couple of long flyouts to left for the Orioles, who are still scoreless. Whirling arrows from right to left, and then down below, the wind blowing in from left traffic. I feel like we need Al Roker to come in and take those. Imanaga still working on a shutout through 5 as he misses inside to Mountcastle. Mountcastle's 3 for 3. It hasn't always been pretty, but it's been effective.
Yeah, that's back-to-back at bats. He's gotten jammed ball right in on his hands, and he's fought it off and just lobbed it. Right there, third time through. 369 opponents are hitting off of
We're hard graders. Imanaga well played. Okay, do some harvesting. That ball up in the air to right. And Bellinger. Santander's 0 for 3. Here's your upcoming scheme. All-Star game is in Texas this year. Westburg in the air to left field, up into the gusts and off the very top of the fence. Oh man, they have come close tonight. Jordan was inches away from a 2-run job. Instead, it's a double to put 2 in scoring position.
Boy, this kid is so good, I'm telling you. 21st double of the year.
That's returning from the IL, putting in a ton of early. 1-1 good thing that he's been able to do now. It looks like a different guy.
But a routine ground ball will give the Orioles the first run.
2. He showed it, and Austin chipped it. That's a beautiful fastball. What can you do? What can you do but watch?
The zone. And that's where it can be money for him, because anybody, the Orioles' approach off of him is let anything low into the zone.
It's up to Mateo now, who whacks it out of. And Mateo chases the splitter 0-2. And he's going to keep it 100 through 6 shutout innings. 2 critical strikeouts.